Hey, morning everyone. Hi, I'll just give you a couple of minutes to click in. Just switched on the live feed. It must be coming up to 9:30. So, welcome to class. Namaste. Lovely sunny morning on this Friday morning. It's my last class before I go off on holiday. So, your last chance to stream live with me. Just for the next couple of weeks, but of course all of the classes are saved in the group, and those of you in the members online studio, you've got access to everything all the way throughout the last 4 months. So if you want to, you can look back, spend a bit of time on some of those classes, any areas that you're looking for. You can pop a search into the top of the group. Maybe if you're looking for something with lower backs, or look for lower back stuff, or for shoulders, just type in shoulders in that little search bar at the top, and hopefully it will bring you up some classes that you can go, or you can just scroll back. You might want the opportunity to go through all of the chakra sessions all at once. So today's class is the last in the series. So class 8, part 8, and in this class we're going to bring together all of the chakras. So we've worked from 1 to 7, from the base chakra all the way up to the crown chakra in the last couple of weeks, focusing on each particular energy center as we've moved through. So today's class we're going to look at bringing all of that together, and every pose that we work with will take us through what we call the chakra arc, so beginning with base chakra and ending with crown chakra. So I hope you enjoy the little sequence I've put together. I'm going to be signing off just after 10:30 or thereabouts. We have a chakra meditation to do as well. And I just wanted to read out a little thing about the chakra system written by Anadia Judith, who's written a wonderful book about chakras and yoga and how we can bring those together. So morning everyone who's joining. Hi Pat, I can see that you're there, and a couple of other people. So welcome to class this morning. Feel free to leave things in the comments. I'm going to be rushing off to take Olivia for her hair at 10:30 or just after. So if I don't answer you straight away, I'll be able to answer you a bit later on. So but working with this chakra system as we have been over the last couple of weeks, I really feel has brought everything into line for me a little bit, and it just feels quite right that we've got to this point now, and then I'm taking this break for a couple of weeks. So the chakra system is a bridge between polarities, heaven and earth, inner and outer, above and below. And this bridge is made from the stepping stones of our energy centres. So, and these are arranged along this vertical channel, which we call the Sushumna. And it's one of the nadis, what we call the nadis, or the energetic pathways that runs from the base chakra all the way up to the crown chakra. It carries the flow of our energy and of what in yoga we would call prana or life force, or maybe in other disciplines different things. So in Chinese medicine we'd call it qi, in Reiki we would call it ki energy, but it's all about this kind of life force energy, the thing that kind of gives us our spark. So the purpose of chakra-based yoga is to create vibrant health and spiritual awakening. And when we balance our chakras through practice, we can create this lovely harmony within our bodies. And this is a place where healing can begin to take place. So once we've kind of aligned everything and we feel in control of our bodies a little bit more and our minds, we find that we can balance our energy a little bit more. And it's the key to health really, and healing on all levels. So making sure that we keep this energetic system really lined up and in tune is quite key to our health, I think. It works really well for me anyway. It certainly gives me a lovely visual aid. For some people it's a little bit out there, because it's intangible, it's based on Ayurvedic systems from the East, but actually I've found, bringing that together with more conventional thinking as well, it can really help to just make you feel a lot better. And I think at the end of most classes where we use a chakra arc and we really cover those areas, everybody kind of walks away feeling much better. So I'm not going to recap over the chakras because that will take up the whole class. What I will say, if you're using oils or crystals at all within your practice, obviously all the safety data applies. So if you're pregnant, have a little think about that. You probably shouldn't be using oils if you're pregnant. There are certain oils that contraindicate as well with certain things. So just be aware of any skin sensitivity. Bergamot, for example, be really careful about putting that on when we have a sunny day, because it can create a little bit of sensitization of the skin. So So always, you know, have a little read up of your safety data online. There's lots of information out there. I would say today you can choose whatever oil you want to use. This is your practice today. Anything that particularly resonates with you or that you feel drawn to, you can work with. My oil of choice today is eucalyptus. So, you know, it's been a challenging time the last few months, and for me, eucalyptus is an oil that really helps to nourish the system energetically. So in terms of people who maybe suffer with a bit of chronic fatigue, or if you're feeling very emotionally tired, eucalyptus can really give you that little boost, particularly in the morning, you know, and a few drops on the pulse points to activate into your limbic system, activate into the olfactory system, and kind of switch a few things on in the brain, can help to lift your mood. So my mood is good because I know I'm on holiday tomorrow. Although to be fair, my mood is always good because I love doing what I do. So it's not like in fact, I'm going to really miss doing this. And I keep saying to people, I might stream a little bit, and they keep saying, no, you're on holiday. Stop it, take the time off. So we'll see. We'll see if I can stop my addiction. Okay, so we're going to begin seated. So I want you to come to the floor. Have a block underneath you. There's going to be a couple of options for our initial pose. So I'm going to make my way back to the mat now. Hopefully you will still be able to hear and see me. Lovely. So coming down onto your block, initially, if you want to, you can come into a nice supported yogi squat. Maybe bringing the hands together and just pressing those knees out. So if your hips are a particular area for you, I'm just going to get this music, then you might find yogi squat is a bit uncomfortable. If it is, then come to Sukhasana or pose V's, so cross-legged. So if it doesn't feel great for you to be sitting on your block with like so, then you might find being in your cross legs is better. If you want to though, come to this pose. Really open up the toes, pressing the feet down into the floor, and feel that connection between your block and your tailbone. Or if it's comfortable for you to be on the floor like so, then of course do it and see how you feel here. I would suggest being supported, because then it's not so much of, you know, kind of trying to strain to hold yourself up. Beautiful. If you want to come to cross legs, you can just bring those legs in, or come to a comfortable seated position of your choice, maybe with the feet coming inwards. Lovely. We're going to just line up the spine now. So think about running from the base chakra all the way up through sacral, through manipura or the belly, you know, kind of the solar plexus chakra, up through the heart chakra, throat, ajna, the third eye, and the crown. And think of this lovely long line. I want you all to grow a couple of inches. So really think about lifting the chest. If you're on the block, this will help you to be a little bit more upright. Really useful if you're trying to train your shoulders or train sort of and protect your lower back. Really lovely. So we're going to breathe in. Take a nice big lungful of air and then breathe out. And just let go of anything that doesn't serve you. So find that lovely cleansing breath. And we're going to take 2 to 3 nice, long, slow cleansing breaths. Really nice. So deeply breathing in, filling the lungs. Noticing the rise and fall of the chest. And then as you breathe out, really let go and squeeze the lungs to empty any of that stale air that might have accrued overnight. Beautiful. Breathe in again. We're going to do that 2 more times. So nice deep breath in and a long slow breath out. All the time being aware of your sit bones or your feet if you're in Malasana or garland pose or yogi squat. 1 more time. Lovely big breath in and exhale. Just release that breath. Beautiful. So closing the eyes for a moment. You can bring your hands into any of the mudras that you prefer to use. Some people like to use the Ajna mudra that we worked with the other day. So bringing the middle fingers in, maybe, and then bringing the joints of those fingers in, and then allowing the thumbs to meet at the bottom. So you create this lovely little love heart looking at you, and then bring that into the chest area. You may want to work with Prana mudra, both of the first fingers pointing away. You may want to be in Chin mudra. Lots of possibilities, lots of things that you might want to work with. Breathe in and breathe out. So wherever you are, relax your shoulders, relax your face. Lifting nice and tall through Sushumna. Allow the energy centers to align, keeping your head over your heart and your heart over your pelvis. Breathe in and breathe out. Really nice. Just soften into your breathing. Beautiful. Just allowing the energy to settle and drawing a line between your week so far. Breathing in and breathing out. Really nice. Noticing the breath as it rolls gently in and out through the nose. Nice gentle ebb and flow, almost like waves. Really nice. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. And again, if you want to, you can just gently flicker open the eyes, release the fingers and bring the hands to the heart center. And a choice here, you can either have your hands together in Anjali Mudra, Heart Mudra, or you can open up the fingers and come into your Lotus Mudra. Okay, this is the mudra of heartfelt desire, mudra of love and compassion, of growth, all of these things. So your choice, whichever works for you. And then we're going to visit our Sankalpa. So any intentions that you might want to bring into your practice, any goals or ambitions, just take that moment, have a little chat with yourself. And ask for what you need. We don't do enough of that sometimes. We're quite often good at asking for what we need materially, but sometimes we're not always asking for what we need emotionally. So spend that time just focusing on what you need in your life. Breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. We're going to release the hands and then very gently just flicker open the eyes. Nice. You should feel a little bit more relaxed through those shoulders. We're going to remove the block if you've got a block underneath you. And then bring the feet out. We're going to come to Dandasana. So a nice grounding pose. I want you to think about pressing into the heels. Toes are going to turn up towards the ceiling and the backs of the knees descend down to the floor. Press firmly into your heels and you'll feel a tightening through the legs. Allow the knees to gently roll in towards each other, just a fraction, and think about what's going on through your hips. We're going to take a nice breath in, roll the shoulders up towards the ears, and then exhale, draw those shoulders down your back. And press the palms of the hands firmly into the floor. Beautiful. But release the shoulders a little bit. If you need a gentle bend in the elbow, that's okay. Now, draw your belly in and lift your chest. Crown of the head is lifted, and really think about connecting your sit bones down into the floor. Feel the support of the earth beneath you. Breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. Keep drawing that belly in. Keep activating your Mula Bandha. So draw the pelvic floor up and draw those lower abdominals in, squeezing as tightly as you can. Beautiful. One more nice deep breath in here and softly release for a moment. Bring those feet together, gently round the back. Nice big breath in and a lovely long breath out as you let go, just rounding away with the back. Beautiful. I'm going to bring ourselves back to the middle of the mat and gently come into Baddha Konasana. So bringing soles of the feet together. You can take those feet nice and far away if you want to. Have a nice diamond shape here if that feels more comfortable. Excuse me. Or you can bring the feet as close towards the groin as feels good. Take a hold of the ankles or the shins, or you can clasp the hands around the feet if this feels good too. Remember, if you have a couple of blocks, you might want to pop blocks underneath the knees just to give yourselves a little bit of support. I would always say it's a great thing to just invest in a couple of blocks. They can be really helpful for deepening your practice. So Muladhara moving into Svadhisthana, moving in towards the sacral chakra. So bring the awareness to your sacral chakra, which is in the lower abdomen. Think about drawing your belly in. Lift up nice and tall through the spine. crown of the head lifts. And on the exhale, see if those knees want to release down a little bit. But don't worry if not. If they're up, that's okay. Find a comfortable place to be, in a place that works for your hips. Breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. Lovely. As you inhale, lifting through the chest, maybe opening the collarbones a little bit more. Beautiful. One more breath in here. And exhale, just release. Again, maybe just draw the feet forwards a little bit and round your back, just a fraction. Breathe in deeply and breathe out. Marvellous. Taking a nice big breath in now, we're going to slowly transition onto our hands and knees and begin to work with a little bit more fluidity as we work into our sacral chakra area. So we've activated into the base chakra, into Muladhara, and now we move to Svadhisthana, or the sacral area. So, bound angle is a bridge between those two poses, but I want you to think about really pressing down into the hands, so we've still got this lovely base and foundation. Breathe in as we lower the belly, look up through the eyebrows, pressing into the front of your feet, lovely, and finding an opening through the chest and a little bit of work into the lower belly. Beautiful. Exhale, draw that lower belly in, pull up with the pelvic floor. Beautiful. Svadhisthana, the colour is orange. Governs the sex organs, governs the bladder, reproductive system, etc. So we're moving into our cat-cow, gently, fluidly moving between both poses. Inhaling as we lower the belly and exhaling as we lift that belly and draw it in and up as high as we can, releasing the head. Beautiful. One more time. We're going to lower all the way down. Look up through the eyebrows and exhale. Draw your belly in. Beautiful. Take a lovely breath in here and we come back to the center. Think about your alignment. Draw the belly in as tightly as you can, particularly these lower abdominals. And then as we breathe in, we're going to just release that leg at the back. So the right leg first of all, take it out to the back, press into the underside of the toes. We're going to very gently pick up that back leg, squeezing the muscles of the legs completely. So squeeze the thighs of this standing leg as well. Really nice. Take a nice big breath in. Lengthen with that toe. Find a lovely length through the whole of the leg. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Take a breath in. We're going to bring the knee all the way in towards the nose and then send it back. And don't worry if it's a small movement. Lovely. Reaching away. Breathe in again. Really nice. And breathe out. Send the leg away. Inhaling in again. Keep squeezing that standing leg. And exhale all the way away with that leg. Beautiful. And we're going to replace. Take the knee back. Just take a little moment to circle into your wrists, and remember, if you've got any wrist issues, you can be down here if you want to. You can take, or feel free to take a rest anytime you need to. Breathe in. We're going to send the left leg away now. Beautiful. So find that little stretch underneath the toes. Think about your shoulder girdle. So really draw your shoulders away. Breath in here. We're going to pick up that back leg. Nice. And then as we breathe in, we're going to draw the knee all the way in as close as it can go. Draw that belly in and then send the leg away. And it's okay if it's a little small move. Some of you might even be able to reach your nose with your knee. So breathing in and then breathing out. Remember to stay squeezing into that other leg. Lovely. Breathe in again, drawing that knee in. And then breathe out. Send that leg away nice and long. Lovely stretch through the back leg. Draw your belly in. Beautiful. Release, the knee comes down. Really nice. Take a breath in here. And we're just going to do a little bit of work again into these wrists. I keep wanting to call the wrists the ankles. I don't know what's going on today. I'm packing my suitcase in my head. This is the problem. Not really. So just take a little shake, gorgeous, and then press those fingers down. Really nice. So we're going to take a breath in. We're going to take that right leg all the way out again. Reach away Nice and long with that back leg. And then this time we're going to bring that knee in and take it as close to the wrist as we can and sink down into a nice gentle pigeon pose. Any of you that struggle with pigeon pose in this direction, feel free to pop over onto your back and just hug the knee in towards the leg. But if you're happy to come into your pigeon pose, you might want to bring a block for your forehead, and we're going to take a breath in here. Draw the energy into your belly. Lovely. Lower belly, Svadhisthana we're still working with. Breathe in and breathe out. Deep breath in and a long breath out. And then one more breath in as we begin to walk the hands back towards the knees. Tuck the toe under at the back and then come back to your hands and knees. Beautiful. Lovely. Nice long line through the back of the neck. We're going to take a breath in here and lengthen away with the left leg this time. So pick up that leg at the back, find that lovely length, and then squeeze the legs, squeeze the bottom. Beautiful. Lovely line from the top of the head to the tailbone, so drawing your belly in. Take a breath in here and then bring that knee through the legs so that the left knee is coming next to the left wrist, and then just lower yourself down. Lovely stretch into the hip and the thigh. Beautiful. And release. Forehead can come down to the floor, and just take a moment here. Lovely deep breath in and deep breath out. Nice breath in, nice long breath in, and breathing out. And then one more time, a lovely breath in here. And as we exhale, gently picking up the head, we're going to walk those hands back again. Nice and strong through those shoulders. Beautiful. So just tuck the toe under at the back. Just begin to press that knee forwards a little bit and come back to hands and knees. We're just going to take a moment here to pop into our downward facing dog, just to stretch out the back of the legs. So here we go. Breath in here, press into the underside of your toes. Draw your belly in, pick up your knees, and then bring it all the way back, taking those hips up and back as far as you can. Draw your belly in, allow the heels to sink down towards the floor. But we've got a lovely long back here, and we're pressing firmly into our fingers, including the knuckles. Release your head. Beautiful. Take a breath in. We're going to transition to standing. So begin to walk the feet all the way forwards, coming to Uttanasana for a moment before gently rolling yourselves up through the spine. Beautiful. And we come up to standing. So take a moment in your Tadasana mountain pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Come backwards and forwards on the feet, just finding your center. Really nice. Breathing in and breathing out, and then sink into your Tadasana pose. Beautiful. We're moving into Manipura, energy building, heat building. So inhale up, arms come up high. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, come to your half lift. Find a nice stretch through the back of the legs here, nice and slow and steady. Breath in here, exhale, release all the way down, Uttanasana. We're going to gently step back with the right foot first into downward facing dog. Really lovely. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, sink your heels down to the floor. Another breath in, and as we exhale, just roll yourself forwards to plank, strong through the shoulders, and draw your belly in. And then pop your knees down to the floor. Release the feet, lower yourselves down, and then come up into your nice gentle cobra pose. So elbows are drawn in, we're going to press down into pubic bone, and just a gentle lift through the chest. Breath in here, we're going to press back to hands and knees. Lovely. Inhale, tuck your toes under. Exhale, come all the way up to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Heels coming down towards the floor again. Nice and broad through your shoulders. Take a breath in, the right leg rises. As we exhale, we're going to step, walk, or drag that leg through to the front. And then gently bring that foot alongside, inhaling all the way up. Palms together, down to your heart center. Beautiful. Inhale up, we're going to come to the other side. Exhale, folding slowly and softly forwards. Inhale to half lift. Find that length through the tailbone and extend through the crown of your head. Beautiful. Breath in here and release down, Uttanasana. Inhale, we're going to take the left leg back this time, and then right foot comes back, downward facing dog. Lovely. Take a breath in here, roll yourselves over to plank pose. You can hold and challenge yourself for a while if you want to, or you can pop your knees down on the floor. Draw the belly in, Manipura, the colour yellow. Release your feet in the back, roll all the way down. Breath in as you come into that lovely cobra pose, drawing the elbows in, pressing firmly down into your pubic bone and reaching away with those legs at the back. Gorgeous. Breath in again and exhale, come back, downward facing dog. Lovely. Tuck your toes under, all the way up, and then draw the heels down again. Take a little breath here. Inhale, draw energy into your belly, and exhale, sink your feet down to the floor. Breathe in, we're going to lift up with that left leg. Beautiful. Exhale, we're going to step it or walk it through. And then bring the other leg alongside, inhaling all the way up. Palms together down to your heart center. Well done. Breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. Well done, everybody. We're going to take a moment here, breathing in and breathing out, squeezing through the legs, drawing the belly in, pressing palms of the hands together and drawing your shoulders together at the back. So really relaxing them down and drawing them back. So we're reversing this rounding in the shoulders. Beautiful. Take a breath in here. Left foot is going to step back. Take it slightly on an angle. Beautiful. And then we're going to bring the hips forwards. Breathe in and bring those arms up. Exhale, bend the knee. Make sure your knee isn't over your toes. Make sure you can still see your toes. Warrior one, looking up towards the hands. Breathing in and breathing out. Nice and strong through your back leg. Breathe in, we're going to lift up. And as we exhale, we're going to turn towards the left, opening the arms out. Beautiful. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Strong through those legs. Really nice. You don't have to be too low down. You can be nice, and what's really important here is being nice and firm and sturdy. I'm going to take a breath in here. Lean forwards and allow that front arm to come down to the thigh and lift the back arm up. Lovely stretch through the whole body into our side angle pose. So pressing firmly into your feet. Lovely. And the arm is just coming across, nice diagonal from the fingers up here all the way down to the toes. Or you can have the arm up a little bit if it's causing any tightness through shoulders. Beautiful. Breath in here. We're going to come all the way back and then lift up that front arm into Peaceful Warrior. Look up towards the hand and open onto the right side of the body. Lovely. Breathe in and breathe out. Really strong through the legs. Beautiful. Cartwheel the arms down. Really nice. Just take those hands all the way down and then step yourself forward with that leg. Inhale up, palms together, down to your heart center. Lovely. Breathe in and breathe out. Another nice deep breath in and breathing out. Beautiful. We're going to inhale, arms are going to come up. Excellent. Draw your hands down to the heart center again, and then this time we're going to step back with the right foot. So taking it gently on that angle, make sure you've got a nice wide base, as wide as feels good for you, and then just begin to draw those hips back towards the front, but not if there's any pain, so work within your own range. Breath in, we're going to lift the arms up. Warrior one. Beautiful. Strong through that back leg. Breathing in and breathing out. Make sure that knee is coming just to where the toe is and you can still see your toe. Beautiful. Take a lovely big breath in. As we exhale, we're going to take the arms apart And come down into our Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Lovely, turning towards the right side. Breathe in and breathe out. Lovely breath in here, soften your shoulders. We're going to come forwards a little bit and release that front arm down to the knee. And the other arm reaches either up towards the sky or you take it over in a nice diagonal. We're going to look up under the arm. Beautiful. Breathe in. Side angle pose, strong through the legs. One more breath in here. Exhale, release, the hand comes all the way back down. And we lift the front arm up, peaceful warrior. So we're building strength in Manipura. Breathe in and breathe out. One more breath in here. We're going to cartwheel the arms down. Really lovely. Turn that back foot and then step forwards. Gorgeous. Breathe in, arms come up high, down to your heart center. Lovely. Inhale and exhale. Breath in here, arms coming up. And exhale, fold all the way forwards. Lovely. Inhale, we're going to step back into our downward facing dog. Lovely. Find a lovely length through the upper back. And a broadness through those shoulders. Keep drawing your belly in and pressing the fingers down into the floor. Take a breath in here, up onto your tiptoes and release the knees down. Come slowly and softly into Balasana, child pose. Forehead comes to the floor. Take a breath in here and breathe out. Totally relax the body. Take a lovely rest here for a moment. We've built that energy into our Manipura, into solar plexus. Really nice. So, lovely child pose. We're going to work a little bit now as we move into our heart center. So, Anahata, the color is green, element is air, and obviously it's all about love and compassion. So, as you breathe in, nice and slowly, bring yourself up, 2 hands and knees, and then we're going to walk the knees back a little bit and lower yourselves down onto the floor. Beautiful. Taking the hands just underneath the shoulders and the forehead comes to the floor. Take those legs nice and wide if you need to create some space for your lower back. And I want you to focus on drawing your elbows in for a moment. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel the whole front of the body as it's pressing down into the floor, supported in your foundations. Beautiful. Take a breath in here. We're going to roll the shoulders up and back and come gently into a little cobra to begin with. So, drawing the elbows in, pressing the pubic bone down. Make sure your feet are firmly connected into the front of into the mat. So the front of the feet pressing down. Beautiful. Lovely big breath in here and exhale, forehead comes back down. There's an opportunity here to come up into upward facing dog if you want to. So, or you can stay with that cobra pose. So if you're coming into upward facing dog, just take the hands a little bit further back. Notice how your shoulders are feeling. You may want to draw the legs in a fraction. Make sure you're looking after your back though. Nice big breath in, draw that belly in, and then on the exhale, we're going to begin to straighten the arms. So press down into the hands and straighten those arms. We lift the knees slightly away from the floor. And we open through the chest and look up. Breathe in and breathe out. One more breath in here. And exhale, slowly lowering down. Elbows in towards the waist. Make a little pillow with the hands. And turn your toes in and your heels out. Breathe in and breathe out. Really nice. One more nice deep breath in here. And as we exhale, we're going to press ourselves back into hands and knees. Lovely. So once we come to hands and knees for a moment, I want you to gently draw your belly in, come into a cat pose. Beautiful. Breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. Just holding that pose there for a moment and then lengthen through the top of the head and find a lovely extension from the tailbone all the way up to the crown chakra. Breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. We're going to come up onto our hands and knees. A couple of options here. Coming into camel pose, I want you to take the hands into the lower back. But if it feels as if it's too much for you to let go of the back, keep your hands here, and we're just going to work at opening through the heart center. So take a lovely big breath in, and then exhale. We're going to tuck the toes under at the back, very nicely and gently squeeze the thighs, and just begin to almost tilt the tailbone a little bit, pressing into the hip flexors at the front and pressing the thighs forwards. Lovely. But keep this lovely connection into your lower back. Beautiful. We're going to begin to draw those elbows together and start to look up a little bit towards the ceiling and feel the opening through the chest. So it might be a small move here. This is fine. And you can stay here. Stay here, just working into that opening. Maybe seeing if you can come a little bit deeper into it, but only if it doesn't feel bad. So really look after your back. It's massively important here that you don't push or force yourself into any position, or you can do yourself an injury into your back. So really stay nice and gently here if that's what feels good for you today. We're still opening into heart center. Breathe in and breathe out. One more nice big breath in here. And if you want to, you can release the hands behind and take a hold of the heels, but only if it feels good for you through the back. And the head might want to just tip back. Breathe in, can't speak, and breathe out. Release the feet, bring the hands back to your lower back. Come back up, nice and slowly release those feet at the bottom. And gently bring yourself down to your hands and knees again. Extend through the crown of the head. Lovely. And then as you exhale, very gently draw your belly in. You'll be able to feel it, I'm sure. But listen, don't worry. If it does feel a little bit tight, that's because you're using muscles that you've not used to, you've not been used to moving before. So as long as there's no horrible pain there, a little bit of aching is kind of part of the process. Okay, exhale, draw that belly in, a nice gentle rounding. And then whenever you feel ready, we're going to release ourselves down nice and slowly. The key is to work slowly between these poses. You might want to have your block handy. And sit down into your child pose, releasing forehead to the floor. And remember, with your block, you can have it this way as well if you want to. Have the head nice and high up. Beautiful. Breathing in and breathing out. So a lovely strong opening into the heart center with our camel pose, also known as Ustrasana. And we're moving and transitioning now to what we call Ajna, the third eye. So making sure you've got some connection into your third eye here, either with the floor or with your hands or with a block. We're going to take a moment just to very gently move the head from side to side, finding a little tiny massage into that spot between the eyebrows. Breathe in and breathe out. Just let go of everything, nice and soft as you rest in your child pose. Beautiful. Well done, everybody. We're going to take a moment now to breathe in and then softly move all the way up to seated. Great. So coming over onto our bottom, we're going to do a little bit of work here now with the throat center, so center of communication. So lower yourself down onto the floor. Allow your back to come down to the floor. Lovely. And I want you to bring those feet to a couple of inches apart and bring the hands down towards the heels. You know where we're going. We're moving into Setu Bandhasana bridge pose, and I want you to focus on communication here. So take a lovely big breath in here. As we exhale, draw the belly in and lift those hips all the way up towards the ceiling. Lovely. So it should feel great after doing your camel pose. Really nice connection into body. Really draw the chin towards the chest, opening through the back of the neck. Strong through your legs and squeezing the belly in the bottom. Beautiful. Maybe walking those hands underneath and holding them. Lovely. One more lovely deep breath in here. And exhale, release the hands and slowly roll yourselves all the way down. Vertebrae by vertebrae till you get to the bottom, and gently draw the knees in. Little tiny roll around on that lower back, maybe a little rocking sensation here. Beautiful. And then release. Feet come back down. We're going to move into our fish pose. So again, a beautiful one that brings together these more etheric chakras. So the heart center, the throat center, and Ajna, the third eye, are all brought into this alignment now. We're going to lengthen away with the legs. Squeeze the muscles of your legs and point your toes. Hands are palms facing downwards underneath the bottom. Lovely big breath in here. Pick up the head, look down towards your feet, and then transfer up onto your forearms. We're going to take a breath in. Begin to dome your chest, and the top of the head comes down to your mat. Beautiful. Strong through the legs and strong through the belly, and really focus on that breathing. So this is a lovely bridging pose between, the heart center, the throat center, and Ajna. We also bring the crown into it a little bit. It's an amazing pose that covers so much. Breathe in and breathe out. Lovely. One more nice big breath in here. And exhale, pick up the head, and we're going to gently roll all the way down. Arms and legs come away. Breathe in and breathe out through the mouth. Really let go of the body. Beautiful. Well done. One more breath in here. And nice and gently, we're going to step those feet up and bring the knees in. Beautiful. Taking a breath in here, sending those legs up towards the ceiling. Nice. Keep getting my ceilings and skies mixed up, but yes, ceiling today. Draw the feet down towards your face. So draw those toes down a little bit. Press into the heels. Lovely strength through the back of your legs. Really nice. Breathe in and breathe out. We're going to draw those knees in. And then just for a moment, take your feet to the floor and just release. Lovely. Take a breath in. We're going to come over onto one side. And very gently bring yourself back up to seated. And we're going to come into our child pose again. So we're going to be moving into working a little bit more with Ajna before we move on to Sahasrara, the crown chakra. So child pose again, feeling that connection into your third eye center. Just allow it to soften down to the floor. Beautiful. Balasana child pose. Really nice. Breathe in and breathe out. Lovely. So what we're going to do here is gently pick up the head. We're going to take the hands and just bring those hands to the elbows and just measure a little bit here. Lovely. And just make sure that the hands and the arms are in that right place. And then clasp the hands together so you've got like the beginnings of a triangle here. Come up onto your knees. Beautiful. You may need to walk the knees back a fraction. Lovely. The knees are around about 2 inches or so apart. We're nice and strong through the shoulders. So we're going to activate into our crown chakra by working with dolphin pose. So for those of you who were in the class yesterday, we worked with this. And take it nice and slowly, or indeed take a rest if it's something that you're not used to working with. So I want you to nice and gently tuck your toes under. We're really strong through the shoulders. As we exhale, just begin to lower the head down. But the head does not touch the floor. It's around about 1 inch or 2 away from the floor. Soften your face and be strong through the shoulders. Tuck your toes under. Draw your belly in, and then on the exhale, we're going to pick up the bottom and come into dolphin pose. So we're really strong through the forearms and the shoulders. We're building strength. So it's not a headstand. We can move the head freely. Really nice. Breathe in. But I want you to focus on that energy through your crown center. Draw the belly in, scooping in with it. Nice and strong through those legs. And if it feels good for you, you can walk the legs forwards a little bit. Breathe in and breathe out. Lovely. One more breath in here. And exhale. Release the knees down. Beautiful. Just allow the body to settle. You might want to gently stretch the legs away behind you. And then just taking the knees maybe slightly apart, we're going to release down into child pose and bring the hands behind you. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. One more breath in here. And exhale, bring those hands out and release the forehead down again. See if you can soften into your pose a little bit more. Really nice. Inhale and exhale. And then taking a breath in, we're going to begin to just walk the hands back and bring ourselves back to a nice comfortable seated position. Well done everyone. So come to your most comfortable seated position, and we just take a moment here to allow the energy to work through the body. So soften into it. Allow the legs to relax, lift through the crown of the head. Breathe in and breathe out. The eyes are closed. Soften your breathing. Again, you can take the mudra of your choice. So if you want to, you might want to come into chin mudra or lotus mudra with the hands at the heart, or any of the other mudras, or maybe even let your hands do what they want to do. Our bodies carry the imprints of all the different hand gestures anyway, so you can kind of just allow the body to go where it wants to go sometimes. It's your practice. Breathe in and breathe out. Well done. Just allow the shoulders to soften and relax. And notice as the breath begins to almost tail away. Really lovely. Inhale and exhale. We're going to release our mudra now. Just allow the hands to soften to the knees and begin to bring yourselves into a place for relaxation. We're going to have a full chakra meditation. And some nice gentle guided visual stuff. So I'm going to just turn the music down a little bit and come a bit closer so you can hear my voice. Those of you who might want to refresh any oils, feel free to do so. If you're using eye pillows, you might want to pop those on. Really nice. So we've worked quite hard today to get all of the chakras in. So it does feel as if we've done quite a bit today. So well done everybody. And listen, if you felt like you got a little bit caught up and you weren't quite sure because you haven't done some of the previous classes or the poses, don't worry, you can always repeat the class. You can always come back to it and give it another go. Lovely. So get yourselves nice and comfortable. Breathe in and breathe out. And the most important part of the class now, Shavasana, the place where the body can rest, the place where we release all these lovely hormones into the brain, or from the brain rather, into the body. The place where all of the work that we've done can really kind of imprint into our body. So the muscles take on board all of the work we've done. And resting is almost as well, I would say, for me, resting is more important than the work. You kind of do this work, and then it's the rest that allows that work to feel good. So it's so important that we take rests whenever we need to in our lives, emotionally, physically. Part of the reason I'm going away now is, really need to sort of switch off. So any of you out there that are thinking about going away or thinking about having a break but are like, oh, we're too busy, take the break when you can. It's one of the most important parts of life is resting. Okay, so I want you to just allow your eyes to comfortably close and just come down into your breath and into your body. So just feel that lovely sense of relaxation through the belly and soften your mind. Really nice. You might want to pop some extra clothing on. Some of you may want to hop on your sofas for a little rest. Whatever you want to do, whatever works for you. I want you to feel the support beneath you and just connect with the ground below. And just allow the ground to take your weight, or the sofa, indeed. Become aware of any sounds around you and just let them be. So you might find there's some noises happening if you've got family in the house, etc. It's okay, just allow those noises to be. Notice the light and the shade. If your eyes are closed, you might be seeing some colours behind the eyes. So anything that kind of comes to you, maybe take note of it and notice what those colours are. Notice the feeling of the air as it touches your body. Notice your temperature. Do you feel warm or cold or just right? And sense the sky above you and the horizon stretching all the way around you, the earth below as it supports you. Allow your mind to empty what it no longer needs to hold on to and let it flow and leave. And just allow your body to release what it no longer needs to hold on to. So any pain, anything that you just don't need in your body, let it go, flow out and away. And draw yourself back from where you've been so far today. Draw your energies back home to your centre and just ground yourself in the moment here. So just noticing how the body feels as you switch off those muscles and just relax. Begin to sense the space around you. Breathe with the space and become aware of the rise and fall of your breath, the coming and going, any sensations that you might be feeling, sounds, temperature, etc. And I want you now to just breathe down to where the weight of your body rests, so just below the base of your spine to the root, the chakra of belonging, or what we know as Muladhara. Breathe into your root centre. Just allow it to soften and gently expand on the breath. Taking in nourishment and life force energy is where we can really draw energy, particularly from the earth. Allow the root to connect down to ground below, deep into the earth. And invite in the colour red, the colour of the earth. I want you to bathe this centre in red, empowering, embodying and grounding you in the here and now. So let the root take what it needs and say the words, I am here, I have a right to be here as I am, and the earth supports me. And when you are ready, just allow your awareness to move up into your belly, just below the navel, to the sacral chakra, the chakra of emotional intelligence, choice, creativity, movement and pleasure. So a bit more movement in this area, fluidity. It's where our imagination comes, being able to think of all these things that we want to think of. Breathing deep into the sacral chakra, just allow it to gently soften and expand on your breath. And draw nourishment and life force energy into the area. And so inviting in the colour orange, the colour of the setting sun. Bathe the sacral chakra with orange, balancing, empowering and motivating. And then gently saying the words to yourself, I honour my needs, I allow myself to be nourished. And we often spend a lot of time doing that with other people and allowing other people to be nourished. So it's really important that you draw that awareness in and think about what you need today. And then when you're ready, just moving the awareness up to the soft area below the breastbone, so to the solar plexus. And this is your chakra of personal power. So breathing in here, allow the solar plexus to soften and again expand on the breath. And then invite in the colour yellow, the colour of sunshine, which we've got some today, which is lovely. So bathe your solar plexus with sunshine, replenishing, restoring, nurturing. And just allow your solar plexus to take what it needs. As you say the words to yourself, I value myself, I am enough, I am more than enough. And then when you're ready, I just want you to bring the awareness up to the centre of your chest and to the heart centre. Really nice. So bringing awareness to that chakra of self-development, compassion and unconditional love. And gently breathing into the heart, allow it to soften and expand on your breath. And just invite in the colour green, the colour of spring, or maybe rose pink, whatever feels right to you. Bathing the heart centre with this lovely green light, creating nourishment, renewal and healing in the heart centre. Let your heart take what it needs and say the words, I am loved, I allow myself to give and receive love, and I am nourished by the power of love. And then in your own time, just move up to the neck, to the throat centre. And here you find your chakra of self-expression, communication, and personal will. And just allow the throat centre to soften, expand and breathe. And invite in blue, colour of the sky. Breathing sky colour blue into your throat centre, clearing, opening and softening the need for control, freeing your self-expression and your creativity. And allow your throat centre to take what it needs and say the words, I hear and speak my truth. I express myself freely, and I allow myself to go with the flow of life. And then when you're ready, take the focus up to the forehead, between the eyebrows, to your third eye, Ajna, the chakra of wisdom and intuition. And gently allow it to soften, expand and breathe. And inviting in indigo, velvety colour of the night sky, just bathe your third eye with indigo, soothing, balancing, bringing clarity, insight, wisdom and understanding. Lovely. Allow the third eye to take what it needs and say the words, everything is unfolding as it should. And then moving up in your own time to the top of your head, to your crown, your chakra of oneness, and allow your crown to breathe. Gently invite in a violet yellow or maybe even a white light if that feels better for you. Softly bathing your crown, balancing, restoring and harmonizing. And let your crown take what it needs, saying the words to yourself, I am one with the universe, I am one with the whole. And then when you're ready, bring the awareness back to yourself as a whole, bringing all of the energy centers together. Come back to the gentle ebb and flow of your breath and back to your center. Breathe deeply into your core and say the words, I am whole, I am perfect just as I am. And just allow the energy of those words to bathe your body, your mind, your emotions and your spirit, and take from it what you need. And we're just going to rest here for a few moments, just allowing any healing that needs to take place to happen. Noticing the gentle ebb and flow of the breath and just knowing that we're in a really safe and supported environment. Really lovely. And in your own time, we're just going to become aware of the air on the surface of our skin. Any of you who feel the need to rest more, feel free to do so. You're very welcome to stay in the position that you're in, make the most of this meditation process. But any of you who want to begin to awaken yourselves, we're going to start to bring that awareness back to the senses. So noticing any sounds we can hear, any smells, a sense of touch, and then maybe any thoughts that might be starting to pop into the mind. Take a gentle scan through the body. Just be aware of how the body feels. Really nice. And then take a scan of the mind. Notice if the mind is feeling a little bit clearer, maybe a bit calmer, a bit more rested. And I want you to begin to close the chakras down in your body. So we need to make sure that we're nice and balanced and protected for the outside world. So we're going to just spend a moment gently moving through the chakras and then closing each one down individually. Really lovely. So beginning with the root chakra. Just having the intention is enough. Closing down and allowing a lovely balancing feel. And then moving to the sacral chakra. And then moving up into Manipura or the solar plexus. Again, just closing that center down slightly. And then the heart center, feeling nice and balanced through that heart center. Moving up to Vishuddha, the throat center. And Ajna, the third eye. And finally the crown. Really nice. And just saying to yourself, the chakra centers in my body are functioning normally. Really nice. And just become aware of the support beneath you. Notice how you feel. Hold yourself with loving kindness. And when you are ready, we're going to begin to move the body. So start to gently wriggle fingers and gently wriggle toes. A little bit more movement through the arms, through the wrists and the ankles. Spending a bit of time maybe moving arms and legs. And you might want to bring palms of the hands together. Create a little bit of heat and energy and take your hands over the eyes. Lovely, just spend a moment here, bathing the eyes in darkness before you gently open the eyes and spread the fingers. Beautiful, breathing in and breathing out. Take a lovely stretch through the whole body, really bringing the awareness back to your physical body and noticing how it feels. Lovely, and then in your own time, bring yourselves comfortably up to a seated position that feels comfortable for you. Nice. Lovely breath in. We're going to lift up through the crown of the head. Beautiful. Find a nice long spine. Shoulders are relaxed, face is nice and light. Take a breath in, bringing your hands to your heart center. We're going to close the eyes for a moment, revisit any intention, any healing that we might have been sending to anyone. Anything that we said to ourselves at the beginning of class, maybe just refining our sankalpa. Just thinking about how we want to bring this feeling of calmness and tranquility into our lives in general. Beautiful. And then we're going to take a nice big breath in. Bring the hands to the forehead. Think kind and loving thoughts about ourselves and about others. Bring it to the lips and we speak with kindness and the truth. And then we take it to our hearts and we have a kind, open and loving heart. Namaste, everybody. And thank you so much for joining me. Another big thank you to all of you who came to outdoor classes this week. They were really beautiful. It was so lovely. I'm really liking teaching in the small groups now. It's going to be hard to go back to a big group. But yes, so really lovely. Thank you again for all your support from all the online people out there as well. It's keeping me going. It means I can keep doing what I'm doing. So a big thank you. Please feel free to like and share any of the things that I do. There's some stuff on YouTube as well. So I'm hoping to expand the online community a little bit when I come back from holiday. So yes, please feel free to share and recommend if you like what I'm doing here. So thank you very much. I'm off to take a well-earned fortnight break, but feel free to contact me at any time because I will be looking now and again. I won't be able to help myself. Thank you. Lots and lots of love and respect to all of you. And I will see you all back here in a couple of weeks' time online. Take care and yeah, namaste. Thank you.